Hi, I'm Bill Woodard. Welcome to the Chamber Corner. All right, we're here at the Ag Center, and we've got Mr. Hollis Mullinax with us. And young lady, tell them who you are.
I'm Sophia Webster.
Okay. Sophia, you must be visiting with Mr. Stan, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're glad you're going to help us out and hold the microphone for Mr. Hollis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Hollis, you are going to talk about the fair now. I know you got several things to talk about, so Sophia, if you don't care, hold that mic up for him, and he's going to talk about the fair.
Well, we're going to start off with Senior Day. We provide meals to 60 and over, the first 100 to sign up down at the center. And it'll be a box lunch. And we start at 9 o'clock in the morning and go to 3 p.m. And we'll have buses running. What we usually do, they'll run from about 9 to 11, and they'll go do their work somewhere else, and they'll come back about 2 to deliver the people back. This year we have 14 vendors coming to set up, anywhere from hospice, High Point Health, Concordia Healthcare. All of those will be in here running. They'll take blood pressure, whatever they're into, they'll do it. And we're going to have a cornhole tournament. It starts at 9:45. Restoration is from 9 to 9:45, and the cornhole starts at 10. Then we have lunch. 12:30 we have bingo. 1 o'clock we have hillbilly golf, door prizes, exhibitors tours. We are going to have that open this year, far I'm staying. Horseshoe pitching at 3, and we have a health educational booth.
Okay, and that's for Senior Day, is that right?
Senior Day.
All right. Is there any other thing that you're doing a horseshoe tournament on another day, or what?
Yeah, I have a horseshoe tournament on Friday night. It's a double elimination partner pitch, and it's restoration is 5:30, pitching at 6:30. Entry fee is $20 per team, and 60% of the prize money goes to first, 30 for second, 10 for third. Then on Saturday I have a cornhole tournament. It's restoration for that is 1 o'clock. Pitching begins at 2, and it's all the prize money is split up the same way as the other, and that's a draw for partners. And also I do security for the fire and a whole lot of other stuff. We won't get into that.
Well, plus you're the mayor of South Carthage, and this is in your town, right?
Yeah, it's in my town.
Well, Hollis.
This is the first year for that.
All right. Well, Hollis, thank you for coming by. And folks, if you want any more information about any of those events, you can contact Mr. Hollis. Just call over City Hall. They'll find him.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Hollis.
Do it.
Thank you, Sophia. We're still talking about the fair, and we have our fair-haired, wonderful not, I started to say pediatrician.
Vet.
Veterinarian.
Vet.
Veterinarian. I've got myself a little
I'd
confused.
be out of my league with kids.
Oh, I don't know about that. But anyway, you said you were dressed because you were extracting a kitten?
Yes, so I just pulled a kitten out of an engine. So
Okay.
actually, let me rephrase that. Whoever Hunter is that showed up at Taco Bell actually pulled the kitten out, but I tried.
Oh, okay. All right. So you helped out. Well, now you are running a couple of the events at the fair.
Yes,
You want to
yes.
tell us about that?
Yes, so we are sponsoring the dog show. We've done that for several years in a row now. We always have a good time with it. If you've never done a dog show or your dog's never done a dog show, it's totally okay. We have newbies every year, and we have some veterans, and we have a good time. There's different different breeds that we do, and we have a costume contest, so it's always fun. We have a junior handler, so if there's any kids out there that want to try it out, this is not professional. This is for fun, and we always do have a good time. And then a new event that we're doing this year is the cat show. So everybody, fluff your cats up, get them pretty, and come out. We're gonna have a little cat show on that Saturday morning as well.
Well, now, to me, it sounds like it would be difficult to have a cat show. Do they just kind of sit there?
They pretty much just sit there. They
Yeah.
don't. That cats kind of do what they want to do.
I was
If
gonna
you-
say-
if you drive through town right now, if you look at our sign, it says dogs have owners and cats have staff, and that's pretty much how it's gonna be. So.
I like that. That's
Yes,
very
sir.
good. Now, Lindsay, here, I know, have opened up another shop right beside or a building beside your shop. You want to tell us a little bit
Yes,
about
sir.
that?
So that's we affectionately call that the dog house, although we keep cats too. But it's a boarding facility. It's not like a lot of boarding facilities in that we just keep a few animals. It's not huge, but we try to cater to individual care so that each dog gets a bed, they get a blanket. It's very open. It's very clean. We keep it safe. Everybody's vaccinated. So that's just something that we wanted to provide to the county, just something that if people are going on vacation or going out of town, we also have somebody there who's doing some puppy training. We do grooming over there, so it stays pretty busy. But that's what that's it. Sorry. That's the dog house has been really a great addition for us because we've been able to kind of reach out to the people that needed that. So.
Well, I know it's a beautiful building, and it looks really nice
Thank
over
you.
there. And I went over there the other day, took my dog, and you guys fixed him up.
Yes.
And he don't realize what he looks like.
No, he got a little haircut.
He got a haircut.
He got a haircut,
But if you guys have an animal that you want something done, Lindsay's a person to see. Lindsay, tell them how they get in touch with you.
So you can call us at 615-735-3330. That's our phone number. You can also reach out to us on Facebook. People message me all the time, all hours of the day. I don't always answer all hours of the day, but I try to. So those are the best two ways to get in touch with us, or just stop by. We would be glad if you want to just come by and see the doghouse or see where we do surgery. We have people come by all the time. We love to have kids come by. A lot of times, kids are out for summer. I love to teach, and I love to have kids there, and my kids love it there. So if anybody's interested in that, call us. We can set up a time for that. But it's a nice place to practice. It's fun to practice in your own hometown where you grew up, for sure.
Oh yeah, I imagine that's true. Now, do you remember the days that your dog and cat show are on? Oh,
Saturday.
Saturday.
I don't know what time.
Okay. Well, if you want more information about
Yes.
that, just call at your
Yes,
place.
call the clinic
Or
and-
you can pick up, I don't have one with me, but there's programs all over the place about the fair, July 1st through the 6th.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to be in the dog or cat show,
Come see us.
You need to come see Miss Lindsay.
Or you can just show up that Saturday morning. If you arrive a few minutes early, we'll get you signed up. If you're feeling spunky that morning, get your dog feeling spunky, bring them on.
And if your dog needs a haircut, I can definitely recommend them.
That's right.
All right, Lindsay,
you.
thank you. And we're still talking about the fair, and we've got Mr. Anthony Apple with us here. Anthony, thanks for coming over.
Well, thanks for doing this, putting this together for
Hey,
us, Bill.
no,
We
not
greatly
a problem.
appreciate that. The fair needs all the advertising we can get, and we are certainly thankful to
Well,
have you do that for us.
it's a great fair, and it's the only one by the river.
That's right. We're
our
the only
distinction.
fair on the river.
Well, we've got a lot of things going on, and I know you got some other folks here who's going to talk about some things, but just tell us about what you want to about the fair. I know it starts July the 1st.
July the 1st through the 6th. We have some events going on the prior Saturday, June the 29th. We got an all-day stuff going on that day: car show, mule show, and we'll have antique tractor pull that evening.
Well, now, is there an admission price to get in for those things?
That day, prior Saturday is free. Everybody come out and have a good time. There will be food here. At least one food truck will be open, so
Okay,
we'll
good.
have you can make a day out of that.
And it starts in the morning and goes to late at night? Or?
It starts early that morning and goes to that evening. The antique tractor pull starts up about 6, and it'll go until they finish.
And that's in the arena?
That's in the arena, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, we're standing in the Ag Center.
Right. The only thing it won't have is the carnival. Carnival won't be set up until Monday.
Okay, so the carnival won't be here, but you'll have a lot of other things going on.
That's right.
And I know will there be stuff inside the Ag Center while that's going on?
Actually, they usually on that Saturday prior they'll be taking entries and getting everything set up. I don't think anything's going on.
Right.
inside.
So if you want to register or do something like that, or information about the fair.
believe they're doing that Friday prior. I believe that's Friday prior, and then they'll have some stuff coming in on Saturday.
Okay, I kind of led you down a rabbit trail. What else did you want to talk about?
Well, mainly want to mention the events in the arena that we're going to have. Mr. Dale Shoemake usually handles all of our arena events, and he couldn't be here today, so I'm going to talk about that. Monday night, Race Tennessee, the four-wheelers will be coming back. They always put on a good show, and they bring a good crowd with them. They like the way our arena is set up, and they just tickled to death to be able to race on it. They race on it more times than just the fair throughout the year. Tuesday night, we had go-karts several years ago, and then they kind of died out, but then they came back last year and loved the arena so much. Before they were done last year, they said, we want to come back and do it again. So that makes you feel good when you know your facilities is good enough to make somebody want to come back and perform again. So,
exactly.
So we're getting phone calls from people out of state wanting to bring go-karts in. So that's outstanding.
Yeah, it is.
And also Wednesday night would be first ever donkey softball game. Bonnell Manufacturing has agreed to supply teams for us to have this event, and we're grateful for Bonnell Manufacturing for doing this, and it'll be exciting to see. I often get asked, what's the rules to a donkey softball game, and I say, well, you'll have to show up at the fair and find out, because we're in the learning mode with that as well.
The one I have seen, it was hilarious.
Yes. It's been a long time. I believe the old fair over at the old fairgrounds had one back when I was a little kid, so it'd be interesting to see. Thursday night and Friday night, we've got 2 nights of Demolition Derby. It was such a big hit last year for us. Dale got more people wanting to get involved in it, so we've turned it into a 2-night event this year. So Thursday and Friday night will be our Demolition Derby nights. We'll have some bigger cars in it this time than have been in the past. So if Demolition Derby's your thing, you'd need to come 2 nights.
Do you know if the sheriff's going to enter a car?
I don't know that for a fact yet, so I'm not going to sit here and promote that right now. Well, but if he had a blast last year, so I don't know why he wouldn't want to do it again.
Well, I'm hoping he does. And if you want to legally bump into the sheriff's car, you can do it that one night. Okay, what else?
Then Saturday night will be the Kentucky Outlaws will be back again to put on their truck show. They've done a tremendous job for us in the past, and they love coming down here. The only thing is they miss having the fireworks shot on the end night on that Saturday night, but we shoot it off on the 4th of July now instead of that last Saturday.
Right.
They enjoy coming down, and we're glad to have them. They put on a good show for us.
Okay, and I didn't know, are you going to talk about the fair operator, or is somebody else going to talk about that?
The fair operator.
Yeah, the rides. And,
Or carnival. I'll let Mr. Stan handle that on the carnival.
All right. Well, anything else that you've got going on?
No, the only other event that I want to really bring up is the big name talent that we've got coming in, Craig Wayne Boyd, who was a winner of The Voice, a season on The Voice, and Dennis Banka at 104.1 The Ranch has lined up another big name for us, and we need to come out and support that and show him how much we appreciate him coming out to the Smith County Fair.
Well, Dennis, he comes through with a big act just about every
year. He never lets us down.
He doesn't let you down. And I know some of the auctions around here, he gets a star to donate a guitar or something like that.
That's right.
WCZ 104.4 The Ranch, they're in the community, and we appreciate them.
104.1 The Ranch has been good to the Smith County Fair.
Yeah, and Jim West ain't too bad a fella either.
He's not. He does a lot of promoting for us and also announcing for us here at the fair.
Yeah. Well, him and Dennis are a good team, and
they
seem to work good together, and they're much appreciated.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to get some other folks over here and let them talk about the fair. Anthony, thank you very much. And
thank you.
I would bet if you live in Smith County and you wanted to get involved in the fair, you'd talk to him, wouldn't you?
We would gladly like to sit down and talk with you about joining up on the fair board. We need all the help we can get.
All right, and it's a rewarding thing. So in the county fair, it's been big ever since it got started back. We had a period of time when we didn't have it.
Right.
And Anthony, thank you. And of course, Mr. Webster and all the other folks that are involved in getting this going.
You. Appreciate it.
All right, we're here with Mr. Stan Webster and Sophia Webster. Is that right? Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're glad to have you guys with us today. Stan is going to tell us about the stages. We've got several stages with entertainment here, and you're going to tell us about that. So what's the first one?
Well, I tell you what, let's talk about the carnival first.
Carnival, okay.
Let's talk about the carnival. We've got the James Gang coming back again this year. For those of you that were at our fair last year, this will be we have a 3-year contract with them. This is our 2nd year. They were very pleased with what we had to offer last year. We've put in a little more infrastructure for them this year, so I see no reason that they're not going to be even more pleased. They've adjusted their armband prices this year. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they will be $15 armbands. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be $20. It figures out about the same amount of money. They were like $14, $18 with only 2 14 nights last year, and they said the odd dollars were killing them. So, but they run a first-class operation and are nice Christian folks that run a clean operation. Well, not that we didn't have a good carnival for the first 10 years, but we believe we've made a definite improvement with these folks.
Yeah, I know everybody that I've talked to, they talk about how good it was.
Right. Now, these are in no order, but I'm going to go through the entertainment that we have lined up. Of course, Anthony has hit on 104.1 and what they're doing for us. Right. Okay, Lynn Sharonberger's Exalt Community Teen Choir and Community Kids Choir will be right here on this stage that we're sitting on Saturday night, July the 6th at 6. Now, we've scheduled a lot of these shows different times. On any given night, we've got at least 2 shows going on 2 different stages, sometimes 3, and at times we'll have 4. So we're kind of staggering our timing. Now, Pioneer Village, in our Pioneer Village, on Monday night, we have Travis Alltop and Friends, and they're scheduled for 7 o'clock. Now, for those of you that don't know Travis, that's Jim Britton from out the Cornerstone Church. And I don't know whether you folks were aware of it last year or not, but if you've ever heard of Daly and Vinson, Darren Vinson was picking guitar over here in the Pioneer Village. On Tuesday night, we've got Linwood Road. Now that's Debbie Lancaster and Jennifer Perry and a group from Lebanon. They are exceptionally good. Wednesday night, we've got Aaron Bilbrey at 6:30 and Trina Collins at 7:30. We had both of them last year, and folks seemed to enjoy them, so we're bringing them back. Thursday night, now here's a biggie, 4th of July. We got the Jolly Strings Quartet. For those of you that haven't heard them, this family has moved into the Gordonsville area, And I just noticed a sign over at the co-op a few minutes ago that they're playing Pleasant Shade this Saturday night, and it's a $10 admission fee.
That's correct.
You can come to the Smith County Fair Thursday night, July the 4th. You can see the Jolly Strings Quartet, you can see the fireworks, you can see the Demolition Derby, all for only $5. Friday night, we got Tennessee Outlaw Country. We had them last year. That's Josh Winfrey and his band from over at Gordonsville. We had them on Saturday night. They're doing Friday night this year. They had a heck of a crowd. Saturday night, Wilburn and Wilburn will be here. Gospel music. Now, this stage is made possible by UCEMC Cares and Bates Ford. Tony Bates is our corporate sponsor this year. I don't know whether anybody else has hit on it or not, but we have an official corporate sponsor this year. Tony agreed to step up and help us with the fair.
And he'll trade for anything that don't eat.
Anything don't eat. The sad part about that is what we do here at the fair, most everything eats.
Yeah, that's true.
Eats.
And we want you to eat some of the good food that's on the restaurant row there.
Restaurant row, right. Now, while we're in Pioneer Village, let's discuss some of the craftspeople that we'll have there. We'll have our broom maker, Mr. Skip Peak from up in Kentucky will be back. We'll have our blacksmith. Rue Allen will be back. Rue Allen Dillahay making chairs. We'll have spinning, weaving. FCE ladies will have different ladies there doing different crafts each night. We will have the goat milk soap, crocheting, knitting. We have 10 booths, and then we have some pop-up tents if we have over 10 craftspeople on any given night. Now, those of you that were here last year, we moved our Wilson Bank Trust Community Kids stage into the food court. Now, we added this stage. This will be the third year. We had it out in front of the building the first year. It wasn't real successful. We moved it to the food court, and we think we hit a home run. Monday night, we've got David Turner and friends. He's a ventriloquist, for those of you that hadn't seen him.
Really good.
Really good. Tuesday night, Roger Reeves. He's a magician. Wednesday night, we have Ken Underwood. Now, Ken is doing a tribute to Elvis gospel music. Ken's a personal friend of mine. In fact, his wife is a cousin. He lives in Lebanon. Those of you that are mine and your age that were fortunate enough to get to go see Elvis, when he starts singing, he doesn't dress like Elvis, he just sounds like Elvis. If you turn your head, you can't tell the difference. He is fantastic. On Thursday night on the Wilson Bank stage, we have David Turner again. Friday night, Roger Reeves coming back. Then Saturday night, we have Ken Underwood again with a tribute to Elvis. This will be a completely different show. The Wednesday night will be gospel because that's church night. Saturday night is going to be a completely different show. We'll also, on July 4th, 5th, and 6th, have Tom Gilliman. He's the organ grinder. Those of you that saw the organ grinder, we'll have him in various places. So that pretty well covers the stage entertainment that we've got. So we couldn't.
Well, that's a pretty good slate full.
We couldn't do this if it weren't for our sponsors, if it weren't for UCEMC Cares, Tony Bates, Wilson Bank. In fact, Wilson Bank's picking up the whole tab for the stage that they're doing. UCEMC Cares was very generous with us this year in 2 grants. In fact, I go pick one of those up in a couple of days, and then Mr. Bates coming on board. We really want to thank them, and also thank Dennis and Jim for everything they do in putting their concert together. Now, the Bottom Line Band, I understand, is going to be playing. They'll be playing out during the Demolition Derby. For those of you that come to the Demolition Derby, while they're out there racing, it's fun. But when they're clearing the track, it's kind of like watching paint dry. So they decided last year they'd try putting music. So the Bottom Line Band, rather than putting on a full-blown concert on Friday or Saturday night, they're going to be playing out there as entertainment during the Demolition Derby on those 2 nights.
Okay, well, that's an excellent idea. I don't know who thought of that, but that was a good thought right there.
Certainly wasn't me, because I don't think of many things that turn out right.
Well, I know what you mean. I'm kind of in that pew myself. Well, Stan, is there anything else we need to cover?
No, I think we've got people that will cover it. Just come out and join us at the fair. Admission is only $5. Veterans Night is Monday night. Veterans all get in free on Monday night. Kids night is Tuesday and Wednesday. Pick you up a program, and it will give you the details, or go to our website and it will give you the details about kids getting in free. So we want everybody to come.
Okay, and Stan also is involved in one of our other chamber members' endeavors, the Granville. And Granville does a lot of stuff, and I'm sure they've got some stuff going on. We won't get into too much detail,
Let me tell you about
tell us about one of them.
Coming up on Wednesday, August the 21st, I think it's whatever that week is. We have the National T-Model Convention coming through. We have 150 T-models coming. They're based out of Cookeville. And actually, they're coming through your hometown on Sunday before that. They're going to be based in Cookeville, and they're going to be taking different day trips. And these people are so professional, they even have their own trailers that they carry along with them. So if one of them breaks down, they just load it up and haul it in. And I asked them if we were going to need to have Dale's rollbacks lined up when they came to Grant. Said, no, we take care of that ourselves. So. But that is the next big thing we've got coming on. Of course, we have our fireworks show. We'll have our fireworks show the 29th while the tractor pulls are going on here.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on in the area. Come to the fair, and if you miss that, you can go to Granville. Stan, thank you very much. Sophia, thank you very much. The fair on the river, that's what we're talking about, and we've got a lot of things going on here.
We do.
Now, Jerry, you are, well, tell them who you are and what you're doing. You're with the pageants.
Okay, I'm Jerry Lynn Malone, and I am over a pageant chairperson over the beauty pageants, and also Megan McDonald. She's pageant chair also, and me and her both work together to pull off all these pageants the whole week.
Okay, and you've been doing this for several years.
Several years, yes. We have, let me just go through the list. We have Monday night, we have the Miss Fairest of the Fair, and this is for ages 16 to 20. It starts at 6 o'clock. We also have the Miss Teen Fairest of the Fair, and it's for ages 13 to 15, and it's at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, July the 2nd, we have the Miss Petite Fairest of the Fair, and it's ages 7 to 9, and it starts at 6. And then the Miss Junior Fairest of the Fair is for ages 10 to 12. It's at 8. Wednesday, July the 3rd, the Mistress Fairest of the Fair for ages 25 to 45. It starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's senior day, and they try to get the seniors to stay that afternoon, so they have it a little bit earlier in the daytime, or starting the afternoon, 4 o'clock. Also, we have the 2 and 3 year old boys and girls Fairest of the Fair, and it's at 5 o'clock. The 4 to 6 year old Mr. and Miss Tiny is at 6 o'clock. And then Saturday is their last day of the pageants. For birth to 6 months, boys and girls Baby Fairest of the Fair, they start at 11:30. And then 7 to 15 months boys and girls start at 12 o'clock. And 16 to 23 months boys and girls at 12:30. Also, all contestants, they must reside in Smith County. Entry forms are available online at the smithcountyfair10.net, or you can pick them up at the Register of Deeds office, 122 Turner High Circle, Suite 113, Carthage, Tennessee. The deadline is actually June the 30th, so they need to. I've had a few to start coming and picking them up. Let's see. I guess if you need any more information, Megan McDonald, you could call her at 615-604-3550, or you can call me 615-489-5570 for more information.
Okay, and all these pageants are taking place. You gave the day.
They are.
But it's Monday.
It's Monday,
Tuesday, Wednesday,
and Saturday.
And Saturday.
Yes.
And so
It's
if they want to
several
get involved
pageants.
in that.
Yes.
And a resident of Smith County, and it sounds like to me you're covering all the age groups
Yes,
pretty much.
that's all of them. That's all.
Okay. All right. And I know it takes a lot of people to put this on.
It
I know
does.
you got several people that are volunteering, and it'll be in this
They're
room
all
that we're
inside.
in.
Yes, they are. They're on the stage.
So you'll be in the air conditioning. You won't
Yes,
have to worry about
that's
getting
correct.
hot and being uncomfortable.
correct. That's correct.
Okay. Can you think of anything else?
I don't think so.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
give them the phone number one more time,
Okay.
just so they can call
You
you
can
guys.
call Megan McDonald, 615-604-3550, or me, 615-489-5570. Thank you.
All right, Jerry.
All right,
thank you
thanks.
for coming by. Okay, we're still here in the Ag Center, and the fair is going on, and that's all we've been talking about. And Mr. Chris Hicks is here, and he's going to tell us stuff that we just really are dying to know and didn't know before. Isn't that right, Chris?
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna step out and just let you talk.
Sure. Well, I wanted to talk about the fair too. We've heard a lot about the fair today, and I'll speak a little more about it. As you've heard, it's July 1 through 6, and the Ag Show is on Monday. We'll take in ag entries Monday morning, beginning at 7 o'clock. So if you're a farmer and you have crops, we'd love to have your hay, your corn, soybeans, tobacco, those crops. If you're a gardener, your vegetables, your beans, tomatoes, anything that's in. I know some of our crops, some of our fruits and vegetables may not be in on July 1st, but anything that you have, we'd love to have it as part of our show. We'd really like to have a good agriculture show. Also, don't forget about the youth department. Your youth, as young as age 6, can bring in stuff to exhibit in the fair, and that's a big deal. I mean, kids will remember bringing in entries and being involved with their parents and grandparents, bringing things out of the garden to the fair. It's a good time. It's really easy to bring your entries in. If you've never done it before, just show up at the Ag Center between 7 and 12 on Monday, July 1, and we'll help you get those things entered. We'll get you in and out of here really quickly, and won't be much of a hassle for you at all. And who knows, you may win a blue ribbon and some money. Also, briefly wanted to mention some of our livestock shows throughout the fair. Of course, our poultry show is Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we have our hog show. It's the first time we've had a hog show at the Smith County Fair, and we're excited about that. We've got hogs that are going to be coming in from counties all around, so we should have a good pig show. First time we've done that, so we appreciate the Bryans who are heading that up on Wednesday night. And then on Thursday night, we're going to have our cattle show. Of course, that's also the night we're going to have our fireworks, so hopefully that won't interfere with each other. I don't think it will, and we'll have a good cattle show, I know, on Thursday night. The goat show is Friday night, and then our sheep show is during the day Saturday. So there's a lot of animal shows. So bring your kids out to the fair, let them walk around, see the animals. They're going to get to see animals that they don't normally get to see throughout their regular day. So it's going to be a really fun event. Those of us at the Extension Office have been working really hard towards this event, as well as dozens of other fair volunteers to make the Smith County Fair a success, and I know it will be. As always, if you have questions, if you need fair books, we've got those at the Extension Office. 125 Gordonsville Highway is our address, or you can give us a call if you have questions about any of the events or the shows at the Smith County Fair at 735-2900. Thank you.
Every year at the fair, we have some wonderful exhibits, and this young lady right here, she's the one that makes it happen. And so tell them who you are and just
All right.
brag on your people there.
I'm Mary Draper, and I'm the Family and Consumer Science Extension Agent for the county. And with the help with all of our FCE ladies, we take care of the FCS exhibits inside of the fair. This year, we're actually taking exhibits on June the 28th, and that is a Friday. Every other year, we have taken them on Saturday. So we're taking them Friday this year, and that's for all exhibits except for floriculture and cooking, and that's another change. Usually we take floriculture with the other exhibits, but we're taking them on Monday this year, so hopefully they'll be able to thrive a little bit better throughout the fair.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. If I come in Saturday with something that was supposed to be here Friday, is that going to be a problem?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it needs to be here on Friday and Saturday and Monday.
Yes, because we judge directly after we take entries. Entries are from 8 to 12, and then we judge directly after that.
Okay, all right, and I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. We have 10 different categories. So we have everything from floriculture, cooking, which are taken on Monday, and the rest of them are taken on Friday. And that would be things like canning, quilting, needle work, sewing, arts and crafts, and photography. Things
Okay.
like that are taken in on Friday. And first place receives $5, second place receives $4, third place receives $3, and then in each of the 10 categories, the Best of Show receives $10 as well as a Best of Show gift.
Yeah, but most of all, they get bragging rights.
That's right, they do. So we know there's a wide variety of different things that people can enter, so there's a category for everyone. If you've never entered, we really want to encourage you to enter, but we want you also to encourage you to make it easier on you to pre-register by calling the Extension Office at 615-735-2900, so we can have those labels ready for you and get you in and out fast.
Okay, and the FCE ladies are the ones that are running this.
Right, they'll be there when we're taking entries and throughout the fair to greet everybody when they come into the exhibits as well.
Okay, and this is a Smith County Fair show, so you need to live in Smith County to be able to enter?
That is
If you're
correct.
from New York City, you don't need to enter something, right?
Yes, and this is for adults, so anybody over the age of 18 that's a Smith County resident is welcome to enter, as well as if you're an FCE member. Sometimes we have FCE members from Smith County that are from other counties, and those are eligible to enter because they are a member of FCE in Smith County.
Okay, and you mentioned 18 and up. Do you have any categories for under 18?
Yes, that would be Katie's categories, and I believe she's going to be talking about those next.
All right, well,
4-H.
we'll get her to come
Yes.
up here and talk about that.
Yes.
Mary, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And by the way, you guys, all of you, and you do a great job.
Well, thank you. We
Thank-
appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to get it right this time. She got married on me. Katie Martin
That's right.
is going to tell you about the rest of the fair that UT Extension's will be with.
Absolutely. So we have so much for our youth and our 4-H members that goes on at the fair. First of all, in the small room, we'll have our youth exhibits. Our youth can enter everything from sewing, crafts, photography, arts, canning, cooking, and so much more. So we definitely encourage our youth to do that. We actually start in kindergarten if they've just finished kindergarten, all the way up through if they've just finished 12th grade. It's a great opportunity for them to show off some of the 4-H project work they've done throughout the year, or just other things that they have made, created, and want to show off and hopefully get recognized for. So please look at the book and enter anything in the youth exhibit room that qualifies into one of those categories. We will also be taking entries for that on Friday, June 28th, 8 a.m. to 12. Everything except cooking and floriculture. Cooking and floriculture will be taken on Monday, July 1st, same time from 8 to 12. Make sure you get those dates right because that is different from in the past, and we will judge directly after those entries are taken. So again, everything except cooking and floriculture is Friday, June 28th. Everything cooking and floriculture will be taken on Monday, July 1st. 4-Hers can also enter into our archery contest. We have a Genesis bow contest that is open for 4th through 12th graders to compete in. That will be on Saturday afternoon. If you do want to compete in that, please call the extension office in advance to register. That will just make things run a little bit smoother that day. But we would love to have some archers in Smith County come out and compete in that contest. We've also got the poultry contest. Our poultry show is on Tuesday, and we have lots of different classes for lots of different breeds of chickens and even a couple for ducks. So if you are interested in poultry, come out and watch, or if you've got some chickens, definitely bring them in to show. Along with that, we also have our speech contest and talent show that will be happening Friday night. So if you're a 4-Her who gave your 4-H speech, come on out to the fair and give it again. You'll have a chance to win a plaque and maybe even a little bit of money. Also, if you have a talent, this is a great way to show it off. So we would really encourage you to participate in that as well. Come out and watch, support these young people in all the awesome things they do throughout the year and as they're showcasing that at the fair. We can't wait, and we hope to see you there.
We've asked Mr. Anthony Apple to come back and talk to us about the Kids Olympics and some of the opening ceremonies. So, Anthony, go ahead.
Yes. For every year since we've had the fair going back here, it's over 10 years now, we have always been blessed with the veterans coming out and doing our opening ceremonies and participating in a flag retirement ceremony.
Right.
All of our local scouts come out as well, and we are just pleased to have them. The Gordonsville High School Band comes out and performs during those opening ceremonies. So that Monday, I think they kick off about 4:30. If you've never seen a flag retirement ceremony, it's something to behold. So come out and see it.
Yeah, it's a very nice ceremony. It sure is.
Right. And after that, one of our most successful events, because it allows the kids to come out and have a good time, is the Kids Olympics. And we have had great response from all the parents and everything, and so much appreciation for us having this event. where they come out and they just participate in different types of events. And I'm here to say that we do have the grease pigs are supposed to be coming back this year.
I know everybody enjoys that.
So we want to encourage everyone to come out and participate in that. And it happens rain or shine because it's up under the livestock arena on that opening night, the Monday night.
Okay, on a Monday night. And of course, if you want any more information about that, you can pick up a fair program.
Fair programs all over town.
They're all over town. They came in your newspaper. We got them at the chamber, at the banks, drugstores, and even the Welcome Center up here. We put them out there. So if you're driving on the interstate and you forget, pull in and get you one.
That's right. That's right. Or you can go to our website, Smith County TN, SmithCountyFairTN.net.
Okay. All right. Well, Anthony, thank you very much for coming back and telling us about that. And we're going to keep on talking about the fair.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Well, we've got a new chamber member that has joined our ranks, and we really appreciate them. It's called Antiques, Vintage, and More. It's located in Gordonsville, Tennessee, on Main Street, right across from the high school. And ladies, would you introduce yourself?
I'm Penny Bartlett.
Okay.
And I'm Joyce Silcox.
All right, and these two ladies, you guys own the store, is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
All right, now I think you brought some stuff here to show us. If you wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Yes, we'd love to. We brought a railroad lantern that is probably early 1900s. We brought that. We carry furniture and decorative items and lamps and all different things.
Okay.
We also are the distributor for blackberry paint, which is a substitute to the chalk paint. It spreads better. It doesn't scratch like the chalk paint, so we carry that.
Okay, well now where would a person use that if they were?
You could use it on just about anything. You can use it even on houses as a trim on house, and it cures, and it's beautiful, and it's very durable. We do custom painting. Joyce is our painter, and we do custom painting for furniture and just knobs, just about anything you want to paint.
Okay, now this item right here is something that when I was a kid I saw sitting around, and they had just about went out of style by the time I was growing up.
Well, they're very much in style now, and this is about an 1880s crock.
Yeah.
It was manufactured by Hamilton in Greensboro, Pennsylvania, and we carry crocks. And these are pretty sought after.
Okay, and I've been in the store and looked around, and I will have to say it's appointed quite well, and the displays and everything. If you haven't had a chance to go over there and see that, your store is put together quite well.
Thank you very much. We've worked very hard, and we are enjoying it very much. Joyce and I decided to go in business in 3 days, and we're just having a great time.
Well, if that's a 3-day endeavor over there, you guys are fast, because it sure looks good.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. When I was growing up, people were throwing these things away and kicking them around. Boy, I bet everybody wishes they'd hung on to them now.
Yeah, and that's like the mason jars. You know, the number 13, the women were breaking those up when they would can foods because they were superstitious of the number 13. And now people are looking for them. So things just go around and around.
Yeah, you never know what's going to be famous, and the thing that you thought would usually, and the thing you didn't think anything about. I know Crystal Wedding Oats, they used to have those little well, I guess there were cups and saucers and plates in there, and they're quite popular now.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. Well, ladies, thank you very much. Now, how do they get in touch with you guys if they want to come to your shop and they can't find it?
Okay. We have 2 phone numbers that you can call. One is 615-318-9791 or 615-489-7168. And we're open on Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturday from 9 to 2.
Okay, and that's right in downtown Gordonsville, right across from high school. Yeah. And these ladies, they have a fine shop there. And we've got a lot of good antique shops here in the area. If you're somebody that likes antiques, Carthage and Gordonsville, that's a good place to come because there's a lot of good stores here.
Sure.
Ladies, thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
It is a delight for me to be able to do this because this young lady has been on our program for, I guess, over 2 years now, and we really enjoy her segments. So now, folks, I'd like to ask you to enjoy a segment of Seasoned with Grace.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Seasoned with Grace. This month I'm going to be making a delicious white chicken lasagna that Miss Jill Wilmore fixed for our recent FCE club meeting, and it is absolutely delicious. And so we're going to start off with our sauce for our lasagna, and I melted 6 tablespoons of butter in our saucepan over the stove, and then to that I added half a cup of all-purpose flour to make a roux for our sauce, which kind of serves as the thickening agent, and that makes it nice and thick and creamy. And so to that I added 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of chicken broth, and that made our sauce. And so now I'm going to add 1 cup of sour cream, half a cup of mayonnaise, and also our spices, which are 2 teaspoons of salt and half a teaspoon each of garlic powder and black pepper. Alright, now we're going to mix all of this together. This sauce looks absolutely amazing, and it has everything that you could want in a perfect sauce. I mean, you have your butter, your sour cream, your mayonnaise, everything that you could want. And now we are going to move on to assembling our lasagna. And so we're going to start off with some of our sauce. We're going to probably do about a cup, just enough to cover the bottom of the dish. And now we're going to add our lasagna noodles. I'm going to put 3 of these for each layer. And I've already pre-cooked our lasagna noodles. And now I'm going to add about 1/3 of our chicken to the top of our noodles. Add 1/3 of our cheese, one of my favorite ingredients. I'm going to add more sauce to the top of this, and we're gonna do this for two more layers. All right, so we have finished assembling our lasagna, and now I'm going to cover it with some aluminum foil. And we're going to bake our lasagna at 350 degrees in our preheated oven for 25 minutes. And once this gets finished baking for 25 minutes, we're going to leave it in there for about 5 to 10 more minutes with the aluminum foil off, so it can get a nice golden crust from the cheese on top. Our lasagna is finished baking. Oh my goodness. It looks and smells absolutely amazing. That looks so good. You can see the sauce definitely, and then the delicious cheese and the chicken. Looks absolutely yum. If you would like a copy of the white chicken lasagna recipe or any of the recipes that I've done on Seasoned with Grace, you can go to my Facebook page, Seasoned with Grace. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I hope your day is seasoned with grace. We'll see you next time.
It is always a delight to have Martha Washington with us here. And the reason that Martha Washington is here is because we have a special event that's going on in Lancaster, Tennessee.
Yes, we do.
Well, you want to tell them, put that mic up closer and tell them what it is.
Well, Billy, we are going to be celebrating the 15th year this June 30th, the Lancaster Independence Day parade and festivities afterwards with fireworks and everything.
Wow.
So yeah, 15 years, it doesn't seem like it's been that many years, but
not.
It certainly has put Lancaster on the map. It's a community event. We have a committee that meets. We start meeting to plan for the parade in January of every year. And it's a labor of love, because our whole motive and intent is to, number one, declare and celebrate that we are one nation under God, and that we are a republic, a country that was based on Judeo-Christian principles, and therefore we believe in our heart that's why our country is so amazing. And so our agenda and our mission is to continue to preserve that education of the founding fathers, the Constitution itself, and just to have, as I think it was John Adams said, you know, we must never forget to celebrate with pomp and parade and fireworks and celebrations on our nation's birthday.
Oh, absolutely.
And this event is not on July 4th. It's always the Sunday before the 4th. And the step off for the parade is at 6 p.m. And you can't miss us. When you come into Lancaster, you'll see where everybody's lining up.
You got to come right through town, and you're going to hit the parade.
That's right.
Now the fireworks are that night at dark, but there's you have some tents and entertainment.
Oh,
and,
yes.
Do you know who the entertainment's going to be this year, or is that still up in the air?
Well, we have a bluegrass band that'll be there from Franklin, Blue Water. They're called Blue Water Cove, I believe. I should know the name of that but they're a bluegrass band. And we also have some special. We'll do auctions. We auction an apple pie contest.
Right.
We also auction off some Boston butts. And it's just a wonderful time of fellowship and mingling, listening to some music, and then at dark 30 we will listen to patriotic music while the Lancaster skyline is just lit up with all kinds of amazing colors.
Well, I remember an auction a few years ago. I really wanted the red velvet cake, and I got outbid. I went up to $60, and I still got outbid.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. And all the proceeds go to the parade for next year's event.
Right.
We have advertising, and we have to buy food, because we do our own concessions there. So everybody takes part, and they have their own little world where they're the boss over, and then we meet every once a month starting in January till we're up to the parade in June.
And the fireworks, that's part of the cost of it.
Yes.
And they are wonderful.
Yes.
Folks, I don't know that I see fireworks in the bed or anywhere.
And you won't. We upped our ante on it. We made it a fabulous fireworks show, and that will come, it starts at dark 30.
Well, I have a friend that lives way over on
I bet he hears the echo.
Oh, he can see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
He'll text me on my phone and say, well, they've started.
Oh, yes. Well, we have a cannon that goes off.
Right.
Mr. Robert Canterbury, he has an antique cannon that he tends to, and once it's 6 o'clock he shoots that thing off, and everybody's like, whoa, you know. So we have our parade, we have our celebration, and again, it's just a great time to be thankful that we live in this great country.
Well, and if you're sitting out there and you're thinking, well, Lancaster, Tennessee, I don't know if I want to do that because I won't be able to park my car. We got that covered, don't we?
We got it. In fact, Congressman John Rose will be there parking cars again.
Yeah.
He said that's what he wants to do, because I asked him, I said, okay, we're getting ready to get this all set up. He says, hey, I'm the parking car guy, and I will remain the parking car guy. So that's what he's going to do.
And he does that, and there's plenty of room.
Yes.
We can park. In fact, somebody told me you estimated about 1,000 people came last time. Is that?
Well, actually,
true?
We had almost close to 1,500 last year.
Is that
Because we
right?
can tell by the amount of food that we sell.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, we get quite a... In fact, one of our guys on our committee sent the info to Channel 2 and Channel 5, or one of the Nashville channels, and they put it on their calendar. And I was out there last year standing by somebody I didn't really recognize. I said, hey, how you doing? Well, we come all the way from Nashville, Tennessee to this event, and we're going to come every year. So, and then we have a lot of people up at the condos. Mm-hmm. And they have made this a part of their tradition. They bring their grandkids and they come. And that's what we want to do, Billy. We want to really show our kids a living, breathing example of being patriotic and waving your flag and being grateful and celebrate this nation's birthday.
Well, I know it is a wonderful day. You even had a band from Minnesota come one
Oh,
year.
yes. It was so funny. They called me. They saw it on our website, lancasterparade.org. And he called me because my number's on there to contact. And I said, now, where are you from? He says, we're from Minnesota. I said, I don't recall a Minnesota, Tennessee. You mean No, the state. I said, you're coming all the way from Minnesota? He said, yes. They were doing a tour. They looked us up. They wanted to be a part of it. And oh my gosh, they loved it.
Oh,
they
and-
were
and they were great, yeah.
fabulous.
They marched in the parade, and it was
They
wonderful.
sure do.
Yeah, and then the National Guard Band has been there several
Yes,
years.
they come. They come many times. They look forward to it. They put it on their calendar because it doesn't conflict with any Saturday events. So they are usually there. They couldn't come last year, I think. I can't. Oh, the fires in Gallatin. In Gatlinburg, excuse me. They had some kind of an issue there, and they needed to go do a fundraiser for that. But no, they're normally there. If they're not, they're probably booked somewhere else. But
Okay,
yeah.
but anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of
Yes.
good things going on.
George Washington will be there. Benjamin Franklin and
Tillman Dixon.
Tillman Dixon will be there. All their buddies will be there. So, yes, please plan on coming and bring your kids in a comfortable chair and enjoy, again, celebrating the nation's birthday.
And for those of you that didn't recognize her, this is our State Representative Terry Lynn Weaver.
I'm representing Martha
And-
Washington.
And thank you very much for what you do, and thank you for
Thanks.
helping and putting on the Lancaster Parade. It
My
is a
pleasure.
joy every year.
It is my pleasure. We enjoy doing it. So, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. See you June 30th, 6 p.m.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our show today, and I hope you come and visit us and see some of these things that are going on. We got a lot of good stuff happening here in end of June and all through July and starting up into August. I want to read you a few things that are happening that we didn't mention during the other part of the show. On Friday, June the 21st at 6 p.m., it's family movie night at the Carthage office of the Wilson Bank and Trust. There'll be inflatables, games, and a balloon artist. And they suggest you bring a lawn chair or blanket and enjoy the showing of the 2018 animated movie Smallfoot. All children in attendance must be accompanied by a parent or a guardian. And if you want more information on that, you can call 735-3990. That's 615-735-3990. Also, on Saturday, June 29th, the Warrior by the River Mud Run. And it's at the Smith County Fairgrounds, where we're just outside this Ag Center that we're standing in. Registration begins at 6 a.m. on the 29th, with the race following at 7 a.m. Entry fee is $20, and if you want to get involved in that, you can contact the Smith County Fitness Center, Miss Kristen over there, 615-735-2735, and that's the Warrior by the River Mud Run. There is a blood drive at the New Middleton Baptist Church Monday, June 17th from 2 to 6, and a blood drive at the Smith County Chamber of Commerce Monday, July 1st from 12 noon until 6 p.m. There's also a blood drive at Gordonsville Elementary School, and they're asking if you would like to donate blood in memory of Mr. Mike Finley at this event. He was a wonderful guy. I knew him for many years, and it's good to honor him like this. And that's from 1 to 6 at the Gordonsville Elementary School. And you can go to redcrossblood.org if you need more information on that, and you can do a rapid pass, which would make it a lot easier for you to get through all of that. The Smith County Animal Rescue Organization live and silent auction benefiting all animals received in Smith County is Friday, June 21st at 7 p.m. here at the Smith County Ag Center. And the meal is $10 per person, and a child's plate is $5. So you got two events you can go to. You can go to the bank later after this, see the movie, and come here. You can eat with them. And I want to go over that again. Friday, June 21st at 7 p.m. at the Smith County Ag Center. And the meal is at $6.45 while the food lasts, and it's $10 per person with a child's plate is $5, and that's Smith County Animal Rescue Organization. We hope you enjoyed the show. Smith County is a great place to live, a great place to raise children and live with your family. It's a great place to work, and we hope that you'll come and visit us if you don't live here and find out what a wonderful place it is. So folks, until the next time, this is Bill Woodard wishing you have a good day and a good month.